Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down, my head is in the clouds. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime, no we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No we don't care about the bad nights, before I thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime, no we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No we don't care about the bad nights, before I thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this. I'm on my last straw, I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies, I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me, 'cause I'd start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side. I'm done, I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know you played me just like a tip. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I won't let you go. I need you by my side.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim. No worries, let's go for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal.
down together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong, together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light and lead the way. Justin's heart and your support, together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, my beautiful pearls. So good to see you all. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on this platform, YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very, very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is Friday. Sing it loud, sing it proud. March 21st, 2025. It is currently 9:47 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Hello. Thank you guys for joining me. I was waiting for the mob to be done, but I didn't want to be too late either. So went ahead, went live. He'll be ending it soon. People will roll over here, and then all of that. So anyway, good to see you all. Hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. Thank you, beautiful Maurice. That's very sweet. All are amazing. We do have a lot to talk about. Um, we've been speaking about the car, the 3 a.m. car, and I believe Mob put a picture of KK's car out tonight of surveillance, um, and all of that. I wanted to go over some things um, in this case. One of the things is, oh, is it Janice's birthday? Hey, Janice, happy birthday! Oh, you God. Speaking of, oh, you God, I was planning on doing a live on Wendy Williams today, but that got sidetracked. And so I'll do that tomorrow. I plan on going live at least twice tomorrow as well. I'll be live twice, Lord willing, tomorrow and today and Sunday for sure. Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise, as they say. Um, there's things happening right now. Um, you was Shar, you were saying Jilly, she was supposed on a three-way then, but was only gone about 5 to 10 minutes. Someone's like, I don't understand what you mean by that. Like, what are you insinuating there, my darling? She was supposed to be on a three-way, meaning Edgar and KK with the 911 call, but was only gone about 5 to 10 minutes. She was gone about 10 minutes from what I know. Japan, hallelujah. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, I'm not really following what you mean there. You know what I mean? You get me? Um, so yeah. Okay. Jilly, want to thank you so much for 8 months, dear. Really do appreciate you. I missed you, Justin. We finally have phone service, but no Wi-Fi yet. A tornado hit our subdivision a week ago. Jilly, we've missed you. Thank you for 8 months. I hope everything is okay. Did it damage your home? I pray not. Any of your neighbors' homes? Ugh, there's been so many tornadoes. It's been crazy, really crazy. So praying for you, my dear, for sure, for sure. And Blue Angel, thank you so much for your. Thank you, Blue Angel. Really do appreciate you. KK was supposed to be on a three-way when she was driving around with Edgar and LE. Had to get home because LE was coming. yet call to Ellie was made at 6:33. Justin. Okay, let me break this down. Three-way call when she was driving around. At 6:42, she was driving around. The dispatch said she was driving around searching in the neighborhood. So, I mean, 6:33 to 6:42, I mean, that's about 10 minutes, right? Am I missing something? I might be missing something. She was seen at 6:32 on Kellen. Okay. Yeah, from what I understand, she was from what I understand, she was gone 10 minutes. I thought she showed 6:23. Guess I was wrong. Well, I mean, this is what she said. She said at 6 o'clock, she goes in, immediately sees Sebastian's not in his bed. So she thought, well, he might be making something for breakfast because, quote, he did that sometimes. Um, I don't think he was up. I think he had to get up of the morning because of the sleeping medicine that he took at night. But and then she said she zoomed all over the house in, 3 minutes flat and looked out the windows and everything else. And then she immediately called Edgarstein and she said, "I can't find him." And then after that, it was, "Would you check here? Did you check here?" And she said, "Yeah." And then he said, "Stop." Instantly called, you know, the sheriff's department. But there's no way you called the sheriff's department instantly. It took you 30 minutes, almost to the dot, for you to call the sheriff's office because 6:03 to 6:33, that's 30 minutes. And then at 6:42, she says, "Mom is driving through the neighborhood." Now, she wasn't driving slow, from what I understand, what I've always understood. She was not driving slow. Uh she wasn't driving like a bat out of hell either, but she was you know, have you ever, had a missing dog or something and you've seen someone like with the missing dog or they're looking for something, they're combing through the neighborhood, they're driving slow and they're yelling out the window, "Peaches." You know what I mean? Yeah, windows up. Windows up. You're not out there screaming his name. That's another point. Yes, the windows were up. Yes, they absolutely were. She was going through the motions. She was going through the motions is what she was doing, in my opinion. And that's all. That's it. A couple things that I want to talk about before we get started with our main live. Seth had a missing phone call at 6:22 from then and a text at 6:23. And that is correct, Lost Voices with Jackie. That is the only thing in 30 minutes that we know that happened. Because we used to say, you know, why didn't she, why didn't they call Seth first? They technically did, but they knew Seth wasn't going to answer because they knew Seth's phone is in his car always. KK said she called her husband and he called the sheriff. Not true. He could not make it. Yes, bingo, Maurice. That as well. That as well. Yep, that is well. Um, hello, Black Skies. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Brandy and Indy. Grace, I see you. Maurice, Luna, Lorraine, Sense of Soul, War Damigle, Leslie, Jen, Groovy, Jilly, Mama of an Angel. Good to see you all. Sherry, Jen and Georgia Carol, Lost Voices. Everyone, good to see you all. I want to show you guys something right now. Let me pull this up. I didn't have it pulled up, but I need to show you this. Okay, what am I doing? I want to cover this post that, and it's really important in my opinion. Crystal Lee, we're going to be doing that Wendy Williams live tomorrow. I am first of all, I just want to show you this little cutie patootie right here. Look how stinking cute. Look at that, y'all. Tell me if that is not the cutest little picture you've ever seen. Doesn't that just make your heart melt? Doesn't that just make your heart melt? So sweet. So sweet. Okay. This can be found, just an FYI, on Seth's channel. And he wrote this 6 hours ago. To Sebastian's Army. I want to take a moment to personally thank each and every one of you for standing with me in the fight to bring Sebastian home. Your dedication, love, and relentless pursuit of the truth means more than words can express. Hashtag Sebastian's Army. Let me be clear. I lead this mission. My team reports to me and does not act without communication with me. My team has been my support for a while now, and I wouldn't be here today without them. I am here standing firm, making the decisions that I believe are right for my son. My focus remains where it has always been, on finding Sebastian and seeking justice. Hashtag find Sebastian, hashtag keep the faith. Do not be swayed by distractions. Stay strong, stay united, and stay focused. We are making an impact, and together we will not stop until Sebastian is home. Hashtag Sebastian Strong. With gratitude and determination, Sebastian Rogers, Seth's father. That makes me want to just cry. Well, and Elizabeth, you know, it's she's just I think the buffoonery that has been going on the last 2 days, to be quite honest with you, that's why I think that post was probably made. If if people don't think Seth calls his own shots, look at how many people he fired before. You know what I mean? He calls the shots. I trust me, he calls the shots. So there's that. There's that. So I wanted to show you that. By the way, which I don't really cover a lot of this, but at night did post that they have filed an emergency filing, I think it is. Let me just show you this real quick before we get started. And it's the law office of Joseph Lesniak. Emergency motion for protective order and the enjoin unauthorized recording, broadcasting, and doxing is what it says. So there's that. I don't really have a comment on it. Just wanted to let you guys know because you guys were sending that out to me. Oh, Julie, it's okay, honey. Seth is a parent. Those are two. Yeah, exactly, Jen and Georgia. Exactly. So, I don't know what all that pertains. I have not read it. Okay, Mr. E and them did a live about it. Okay, cool. All right. Now, I before we get started with other things as well, I was you guys know what Chat GPT is, right? I was asking about something and it asked me, it'll ask you a question at the end and it said, is there a case specific that or a scenario or a case specific that you want to talk about? And I was like, and it said, give me the scenario, right? And I will show you what I wrote. I thought it was very interesting what this said. Okay. And I wrote, want to test this out in a real scenario? Tell me the situation and I'll help you set up the perfect lie detection strategy, right? And I wrote, a woman who says her child left in the middle of the night, but no scent of dogs tracked the child anywhere, and the child has not been seen on camera. There is no evidence that the child left, but she insists that the child left in the middle of the night. That's all I wrote, right? And Chat GPT said this situation raises multiple red flags and suggests that the mother's story is likely fabricated or misleading. Here's how to analyze and break down the deception. Major red flags. I was just playing around with this. Major red flags in her story. No scent tracked by search dogs. If the child, and it's got in all bold letters, truly left on foot, search dogs would have picked up the trail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So it's AI, Kelsey. It's AI. If no scent leads anywhere from the home, it suggests the child never left on their own. No camera footage. If the area has security cameras, home, neighbor, office, traffic, business, and the child isn't seen, it is likely they left voluntarily. No witnesses. No one saw the child. If the child left alone and at the night, there would likely be sightings or evidence, footprints, doors left ajar, etc. Not Sebastian. She said Sebastian locked the door even. Mother insisting despite lack of proof. A genuine parent would question everything and express doubt or fear, not cling to a story with no supporting evidence. The fact that she keeps pushing the same story despite contradictory evidence is a huge red flag. Behavior cues of deception. Is she overly emotional or not emotional enough? Does she repeat phrases like, I swear, uh, he or she or they left. I don't know what happened. Is she avoiding direct questioning about the last time she saw the child? That's a big ol' yes. How investigators approach the case. Check the home for evidence. Was there forced entry? Was the child's room disturbed in any way that supports her story? Are there inconsistencies in the home environment? That is to say the least. Look at her body language and story consistency. If asked to repeat her version of of events several times, do details change? They sure do. Does she avoid certain words like never says left the house, only went missing? Polygraph and interrogation tactics. If law enforcement suspects deception, they may test her response by implying they have evidence. Example, we found new evidence. Would you like to revise your statement? A guilty person might panic. Check phone records and digital footprints. Call, text, search how to cover up a disappearance can expose the truth. Possible theories. This is what AI says. The child never left. Something happened inside the home. Ding, 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 ding. If the child was harmed and the mother is covering it up, she may be lying to mislead the investigation. No scent, no camera footage, no sign of departure. Child never left voluntarily. Now, I want to make this clear. I never said Sebastian Rogers case in this. I just said a mother says her child left in the middle of the night. He's not singing on camera. There's been no scent and not been seen. I didn't say specifically Sebastian's case. I just put in generic, like the situation. Okay. Oh, it gets better. The mother knows more than she's saying. She could be protecting someone else involved, such as another household member, a deliberate cover up. She may have staged a disappearance to avoid responsibility, abuse, accident, or worse. And this is just how to expose a lie. Ask her unexpected questions. What was the child wearing? Did they did he take anything with them? Watch for contradictions. Observe her emotional response. A truly distraught mother wouldn't argue with evidence. She'd be desperate for answers. If she gets defensive, change the subject or refuse to. If she gets defensive, changes the subject, or refuses to acknowledge evidence, that's deception. Like she will, for instance, certainly, uh, she will certainly not dismiss the video with someone walking their dog, but she will dismiss the evidence of a car pulling up at 3 o'clock in the morning and walking toward her house and in her neighbor's yards, and another person coming back with them, and then another person going to her house, right? Um, so she'll dismiss that, but will not dismiss someone walking their dog. Did they take anything along with them? A runaway would pack, but a sudden walkout wouldn't. Did you hear the door open? Did anything wake you up? If she says the child left, but security cameras don't show them anywhere, her story crumbles. If she insists they left, but seems unconcerned about footprints, scent tracking, or missing belongings, it's a sign she knows they didn't leave. Likely conclusion. The child never left home voluntarily. The mother is likely covering up a real circumstance of the disappearance. Law enforcement should press her with contradictions, physical evidence, and digital records. Um, so let's see here. And then I wrote, after all this, I wanted to add to it. I said, the child, I didn't say Sebastian, didn't say Sebastian's case, nothing like that. The child did not take anything with them. Uh, Child didn't even supposedly have shoes on. The child has never ran away before and does not like to get dirty. The AI says, the scenario screams foul play. The mother story doesn't add up against against logic or evidence. Let's break it down further and analyze the most probable reality. Red flag. Key facts that contradict the mother story. No shoes, no supplies, no history of running away. A child who doesn't like getting dirty wouldn't voluntarily walk out barefoot in the middle of the night. No extra clothes, no bag, no personal items taken, question mark. That's not a runaway. That's a forced disappearance. No scent trail. The child never walked away. Search dogs are extremely accurate at tracking, even though Edgar wants to say 20%, especially when a person leaves a resident on foot. No scent outside the home suggests the child didn't exit willingly or at all. No camera footage, no independent movement. If a child left on their own, some form of movement would be visible. No security footage, no eyewitnesses equal the child never left the home on their own. Middle of the night disappearance is a classic cover up move. Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? AI is very smart. They are very smart. I didn't use Sebastian's name. I didn't use KK's name. I didn't use Edgar's name. I just typed in the generic scenario of what mom says. A few things, not even all the things. I just got Chat GPT. I just started paying for the service and I was like, oh. Uh Criminals often claim, quote, they must have left in the middle of the night, end quote, because number one, it avoids eyewitnesses. Two, it explains why no one saw or heard anything. Three, it shifts blame to the victim. How it shifts blame to the victim. I don't know why he walked out that door. Uh, well, I tried to use it and it would only let me use it like a few times, and so I had to buy a thing for it. It's $19.99 a month. So I don't know. I paid $20 a month. I guess it's unlimited amount. Jilly, thank you so much, my dear, for gifting a pearl necklace. Really do appreciate you. That's right, Lorraine. It shifts blame to the victim. The mother's behavior, clinging to a false story. A truly distraught parent would say, I don't know what happened. Please help me find them. Exactly. If you woke up and to get your kid off to school and they weren't there, why would you say they walked out the door? How the hell do you know? And why the hell are you pushing that? How about that, mother chickens? How about that? Oh, thank you, Jilly. Thank you so much for gifting 2 Pearl memberships. Really do appreciate you. If you receive those, make sure you thank our dear Jilly. Really do appreciate that. A truly distraught mother would say, I don't know what happened. Please help me find them. Not, I don't know why he walked out the door. We've been combing through the days and weeks and even months prior. You don't know he walked out the door. If you just woke up and he wasn't there, you wouldn't know what the hell. Instead, all caps, she's pushing a narrative that directly contradicts evidence. That's a red flag. What this likely means, the mother is lying about the circumstances. This situation suggests one of 3 likely scenarios, which people use AI for odds, like what's the statistics, the odds and all that. And it boils it all down to the most likely scenarios with this, period. I miss my pro fam. Oh, we love you, honey. Thank you so much, Billy. Thank you for helping us get to our goal, dear. Really do appreciate you. LOL chat GPT gonna be the jury. Oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jilly. We really appreciate you, baby doll. Um, what this likely means, the mother is lying about the circumstances. This situation suggests one of 3 likely scenarios. Number 1, something happened to the child inside the home. The child may have suffered an accident, abuse, or worse, and the mother or someone in the home is covering it up. Instead of reporting what happened, they fabricated a runaway story to deflect suspicion.
FBI, open up!
Sorry, we need that a little louder.
FBI, open up!
Okay. Number 2, the child was removed from the home by someone the mother knows. If the child didn't leave voluntarily, someone else took them. The mother could be covering for a partner, relative, or acquaintance who was involved in the disappearance.
FBI, open up!
Survey says, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Okay. Um, where was I? Number 3, the mother or someone in the household is responsible for the disappearance. Survey says yes.
FBI, open up!
Okay. The most chilling possibility out of all of them, the mother is directly involved and she's using the middle of the night escape story as a cover up.
FBI, open up!
Survey says yes. How you doing? How you doing, darling? Just so you know, thank you, Robin, helping us getting closer to our goal. Really do appreciate you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Under the cover of darkness. That's right, Brandy and Indy. The fact she's sticking to an easily disproven story instead of begging for other possibilities to be investigated is a major red flag.
FBI, open up!
Yes.
Order in the judge room.
Yes. Survey says yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am, Linda. You know it, girl. So there is that right there. Okay. 1 second. Did I read that part? Let me see here. Maybe. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. What this likely means, the mother is lying about the circumstances. The situation suggests, well, okay, one of likely 3 scenarios. Okay, I read that part. And they say, apply pressure to the mother. Ask her specific direct questions that forces her to explain inconsistencies. If they left barefoot, where are their footprints? Why didn't the dogs track a scent? If the doors was unlocked, why was there no noise or disturbance? Why didn't they take anything with them if they planned to leave? Check for physical evidence, luminol testing, search the child's room for signs of struggle or removal, look for surveillance footage near the home, driveways, neighbors, traffic cams. We didn't even talk about I didn't even tell him there was a car scene and 2 flashlights in the back, or anything. Review digital footprints, check the phone records, search history, and messages to see if she planned a cover up or contacted anyone suspicious. Look for Google phrases like how to report a missing child or how to look, how long before police stop searching. Conduct a polygraph if applicable. Uh, while not always admissible in court, lie detectors tests can apply psychological pressure to get someone to break. Now, we, you know, it's pretty. This is spelled out, guys. I mean, come on, you know what I mean. Eileen, how you doing, darling? Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Seems like yesterday, Justin. Love you. Order in the judge room. FBI, open up. Mother chicken, mother chicken. Thank you so much for 6 months, Miss Eileen. Really do appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. Gemini 2. Thank you so much for helping us climb to that goal. Really do appreciate you. And thank you so much for being a member, my dear. Really, really do appreciate your support. My love means so much. LE is and has been doing this. Abso-freaking-lutely. Interrogate separately. If another adult, father, step parent, roommates, etc., is in the picture, question them separately to see if the stories match. Liars struggle to keep a fake story consistent. Conclusion: the story is a lie. The mother knows more than she's saying. The child did not leave voluntarily. The mother is covering something up. Law enforcement needs to shift focus from missing child to foul play. We know that that's happened in Sebastian's case. This has all the in caps hallmarks of a staged disappearance. If this case is ongoing, expect more cracks in the mother's story to appear. Oh, goodness gracious, great. Oh.
FBI, open up!
Of fire. How you doing? Good Lord. So let's see here. The facts we know for certain. Okay. I think that was it for that one. So there we go. There we go, honey. Oui. That is something. Oh, maybe I should have showed you that too. Let me go up here and drag this along here so I can find it. What is the one word? If you had to pick one word, one, not two, not 11, one word that liars always use. Right, lovely? One word. I want to hear it in the chat. That liars always use. They use this all the time. Dawson, how you doing, baby girl? My sweet, Justin and beautiful girls, much love. Thank you so much, Dawson. Really do appreciate you, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much for your support. Means so much to my my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. It is. Let's see who said it first. Said it first. Ashley said it first. Honestly, trust me is one. Yes. Trust me. Pervy Moss said. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly and trust me. Yeah. I swear. Yes. Now that doesn't mean they're lying. Believe me. Now that doesn't necessarily mean they're lying, but that is the one words that I promise you. All of that. That is absolutely the word. Body language. Touching their face, especially their nose and mouth. Avoiding eye contact or overcompensating with too much. Fidgeting. Shifting. Tapping their fingers. Crossing their arms as a defensive move. Sudden lip biting or swallowing. Blinking too much or too little. Fake smiles, only their mouth moves, but not their eyes. Overly defensive. Too much fake outrage. Acting confused. One I thought was very interesting. Which I know pretty much all of these, but bear with me one second. I got something. Where was it at? Over explaining, that's one. Pausing too long. You'll notice how KK and Edgar, whenever you're talking about something that you know that has happened, you're retelling a story, you don't have to stop and think, especially about your child missing, right? 90 miles an hour, you should be able to go. I thought this was a very, very interesting one. And it is something explains Edgar to the T, which I knew this unnecessary formal language, meaning word salad. I did not engage in such activity instead of saying, I didn't do it. Yeah, and KK's tapping as well, you know. On the table, she's tapping on the table. Remember that? It's you don't have to you're remembering something when you're tapping. Right? You're remembering something. Unnecessary formal language. I did not engage in such activity. Instead, I didn't do it. It's really that simple. Yeah. We're going to get into it a little bit deeper in just a second, though. We're going to get into it deeper, honey. I'm going to tell you that right now. So buckle up, buttercups. Deflecting with questions. Instead of answering, they respond with, why do you think that? Over explaining, trying too hard to sound convincing. Oui. Changing details. A true story stays consistent. A lie evolves. Just like I called out, there was a 30-minute gap we've been missing for a year now, pretty much. And after I called that out, they do the interview and they say 6:30 now. They don't start at 6 o'clock anymore when they tell their story. It is 6:30 now. Find that extremely, extremely interesting. Speaking too fast or too slow, right? KK. Three-wayed. We three-wayed. Right? Was that the yeah, that's the story. All right. Yeah. He said we three-wayed. Pausing or hesitating too long. Liars need extra time to think. Or, whenever someone is lying, they'll say, could you repeat that? Or, I'm sorry, I thought you were asking KK the question. I thought you were asking KK the question. Like in, let's see if we can find it here. Where is this one? I need it.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was asking KK the question. Sebastian, he got in trouble at school. He got caught lying. Says it like that. Got caught lying. He was nervous as hell in that question. That's exactly what he was doing. KK jumped right in. She jumped right in. I don't forget the breaths, Justin. Or don't forget to breathe, Justin. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he does. He was just about ready to shat right there and have Cruella change his diaper.
He swims like a fish.
He swims like a fish. She sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire there. Oh, darling. He swims like a fish. Oh. So fake.
He swims like a fish.
Oh my God, you didn't. Oh Lord, have mercy. It's bullshit, is what it is. It's complete. It's oh my God. You just don't know what you're getting with KK. You really don't. You know what I mean? You just don't know what you're getting. I mean, she looked like she came up with a pie in her face. Hello, dear. That's exactly what she looks like. Maria, thank you so much, my darling. Really, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, darling. Really do appreciate you. When she said that, I was like, the first thing I thought is, does other people think that's weird the way she said that? That's the first thing I thought. Is other people think, just like the time she said snacks because he's 15 snacks. I was like, am I the only one that like thought that was weird? I don't know. Yeah. It just depends how she's speaking, you know. It's the I can't find it. We can't find that flashlight. Google it, y'all. He swims like a fish. Weird as hell is what that is. Uh uh oh my God. Okay, sorry. Um let me play this right here. All right. Now, I want to show you a little something. I pray 60 minutes if you, Australia. I'm going to use this under the Fair Use Act of 1976. So please be good to me. It's for a good purpose, I promise. Brandy and Indy, thank you so very much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, my love. Good to see you. Thank you, my loves, for your support. Joe South Oz, how you doing, girl? You come from the land down under. Thank you so much, my dear. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our girl a big thank you. It's raining pearls.
The button clicks and the magic starts. Sending out gifts straight from the heart.
Right from the heart.
A little kindness lighting up our stream.
You're so kind,
Growing
Joe.
stronger like a dream supreme. Supreme. It's raining pearls. Hallelujah, let's go. Thank you for the gift. Helping love to grow. Memberships, flying starting joy like a spark. Building this community, lighting up the dark.
Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Joe. You received one of those. Give our Joe a big, big thank you. Did George Foreman die? Please don't tell me he died. Please don't tell me. Oh, he died. Oh, we're all gonna bring out our George Foreman grills now. Dust them off and eat healthy again. He was amazing. He really was. It's really sad. Yeah. He was old though. He was pretty old, I think. I'm pretty sure. He died today peacefully. They said, oh, good. Yeah. In the butt talks. Yeah. That's the way he said it. 76? I thought he was older than that. I thought he was older than that. Love you all. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you so much, honey. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, you right. It was Moss. It really was. Makes you want to pull a ponytail off. Are you threatening me with a good time, Pippi? What do you mean? I don't understand. All right. Credit goes to 60 Minutes Australia. You can find that in the link in the description. Also in chat. I do have to play music over this and all of that, and I have to stop it quite often because I don't want it to, like, sometimes if it's a really big channel, like, it'll turn it off, especially if it's music, but I think this is really important to see in the commentary. Let me find my music. All right, here we go. Shall we begin?
All seen them and felt their anguish. The grieving son.
My mother was the heart of my family. She was the heart of her friends.
Okay, I want you guys to watch their behavior.
And anyone who knew her.
The desperate father.
My biggest fear is being denied part of Gracie's future.
The loving husband.
We're really worried about you, your family, everyone's worried. Just let someone know you're alright, please.
Watch the behavior. Very important.
And then we discover we've been tricked. We were watching the killer all along.
Looking down, no eye contact. Yes. My pearls cannot be fooled.
A Sydney man who made desperate public appeals to find his wife's killer has now pleaded guilty to her murder.
But if you had a sense watching those Oscar-worthy performances that something wasn't quite right, well, science is backing you up.
Watch those eyes. Listen, the eyes is the window to the soul. The eyes, most of us, some of us go against our instinct. Don't go against your instinct. We have instincts for a reason. God gave it. Animals, humans, anything living, instincts, right? If we feel something, if we sense something, it's for a reason. Many times we'll tell ourselves, no, they're good people. They wouldn't do that. I can't imagine them doing something.
Techniques that could catch terrorists before they strike. And even solve some of Australia's most controversial cases.
I look and I listen. Most people don't. And I pay attention to everything someone does.
Listen to this man. He's one of the best. One of my New Year's resolutions was a few years ago was trust your instincts. Trust them. Always.
Voice, the gesture, the gaze, the expression. And I look for things that don't fit together.
Dr. Paul Ekman is a human lie detector, a world-renowned psychologist who has developed scientific techniques for reading faces and spotting deception.
There are micro expressions.
Micro expressions. Now, I am in some classes right now for profiling, and I've taken many classes in the past, but I'm taking a intense class right now. Well, more than a class, but I'll talk about that later. But you learn the micro expressions.
Very fast expressions, about a 25th of a second, that most people don't see. There are the gestural equivalents of slips of the tongue, which can reveal the truth.
I'd like to speak briefly about my family.
Dr. Ekman has trained law enforcement agencies around the world, including the FBI and Scotland Yard.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know when you're lying.
And his work in catching out criminals has been turned into a hit TV series, Lie to Me.
Eyebrows go up like yours. Person knows the answer to the question they're asking.
Stranger than fiction. And Australia has had more than its fair share of real killers lying through their teeth.
If anyone's seen Jodie,
Right, Royal Blue.
anyone's heard anything.
3 years ago, Mark Galante reported his wife Jodie missing and made a public appeal for her return.
Watch him.
Please come home.
Made a public
Watch him.
appeal for her return.
Watch. He's smiling.
We all love you.
He's shaking his head no.
Please come home.
The truth was,
He puts his lip
Galante
up.
had lured his wife into the
Lip up.
bush
Disgust.
and shot her in the back of the head.
Jodie, yourself has been serious. Please just let someone know as soon as possible you're okay.
For Dr. Ekman, it's those almost imperceptible expressions and movements
exactly.
that give Galante up.
Now, on the shoulder, can you back up? There we go. You see that shoulder move? Did you see it? That's it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's minor.
We call it a fragment. Usually an expression, the person isn't certain whether they can get away with what they're saying. I have not yet had a case where someone did it who wasn't lying.
If anyone's seen Jodie, anyone's heard anything, please contact the police as soon as possible.
Something, let's stop right now. One of the things he does again and again, he's already done it twice, is he shakes his head like this.
Yep.
Please just let someone know.
Please just let someone know. Please. How many times have we seen Edgar and KK do that? You don't even realize you're doing it. It's involuntary. Your brain. Yes, Justin, instinct saved my daughter from the killer Gary Hilton in Florida years ago while hiking. Thank God she listened. Always listen to him, I'm telling you.
As soon as possible, you're okay.
He's not saying, I can't believe what's happened. Then he would be doing this. No. At the same time, he's asking people to give information. He's telling them not to. And he's probably unaware he's doing that.
Someone has shot my parents!
When 20-year-old Sydney law student
Yeah,
Seth
Margaret, let her
Gonzalez
talk.
made this seemingly terrified call to Triple O,
They're not breathing, what do I do?
he'd already brutally murdered his father, mother, and sister.
No way! They've both been shot, have they? I don't know, there's a lot of blood everywhere.
He too made a public appeal for help.
Most of you are probably aware of the tragedy that my...
Yes, and you're right, Snow. Just a common word liars use. Yes, they downplay it. It's just this. You know what I mean? So, absolutely.
family has experienced this week.
When he says that my
I'd like to
family's
speak
experienced this week, I think he has a trace of upper lip raise, which looks like this. That's a disgust sign.
Most of you are probably aware of the tragedy that my family has experienced this week.
It's there. My bet is that he's really disgusted with himself.
Where he holds the mouth.
Murder.
Gonzalez was a very cold-blooded murderer.
Where Dr. Ekman reads their faces, Professor David Cantor tries to get inside their minds. He's an investigative psychologist and Britain's top criminal profiler.
The best way I could possibly describe my father is that he was my hero and role model.
This is part of the murder, this press conference and his...
You can tell he's disgusted with himself here, right? He's probably had rage. No need to announce departures. Who's announcing? Okay, thank you, Red Rose. We'll go ahead and help you out the door. You're welcome. We got you.
Having a script he works from, he is involved in writing a novel here that people will accept, that will be plausible. And my guess is that at one level, he enjoyed all that. I mean, it really...
Remember, it's not my behavior, honey. Just so you know.
It really was an adventure that he felt he could be part of.
Even terrorists can't hide from Dr. Ekman. US intelligence and security agencies use Dr. Ekman's techniques at airports around the country. Do you believe we would have...
Listen, I don't want to get it started on Julie again or anything, but listen, I have said I am not mad at Julie, but she blocked me, or someone blocked me. I'm not saying she blocked me. Someone blocked me. And I'm going to stand up for Bliss. I'm going to stand up for my mods. And that's just the way it is. And if she's having a hard time mentally, then probably don't get online. That's probably the best thing. It's probably best to take a break. That's it. I've always taken up for Julie. I've always felt sorry for her, really, because people are she says some crazy stuff sometimes, but I don't think people should be mean to her or anything like that, even though she was just threw her mod under the bus. I understand, Anne Elizabeth, and I appreciate that. It's like I said, but she can't say that I was mean or rude to her or anything. I was very respectful with her in chat. Nobody can say that I wasn't. She blamed me for bringing all kinds of people in and all kinds of stuff. I don't. So she said it. You know what I mean?
Ever been able to pick the 9/11 terrorists?
I did a little today.
No question. These were terrible.
More than I normally
disguisers.
And so too were the London bombers.
And I've also looked at some of the video on the English bombers who bombed the subways and the buses. None of these people were very good at concealment.
Australian police use similar techniques to unmask criminals.
Just from my policing experience, you get a gut feel on when somebody's genuine and sincere, as opposed to when somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
Homicide detective Shane Brundle has confronted plenty of cunning liars during his career.
The fact is, there will be changes in body language when somebody is trying to lie to you.
So was John Sharp a bad liar?
Yes. Very bad liar.
Just want to ask Anna or anyone that knows.
Watch this guy. Watch him. He'll look straight back up. He'll look down and he'll look back up. You will notice Edgar doing that many, many, many times. Many, many, many times. He wants to see how, in my opinion, how the person interviewing them is receiving this. Watch this.
Where she is, or just anything about just my daughter.
In 2004, John Sharp appealed to the public to help find his pregnant wife Anna and their missing 19-month-old daughter Gracie. Detective Sergeant Brundle was assigned to the case.
One thing I also noticed that was consistent is that he still couldn't look at the camera.
Bingo, better guys. Bingo,
Had his
bingo.
hand up over his face at times. You know, it was contrived. It was a false emotion, and you know that he was lying.
We now know Sharp had already killed his wife and daughter, shooting them both in the head with a spear gun.
I'm a bit concerned now because the police sort of obviously making inquiries and
You're
haven't
cute.
tracked it to date. And
See how much upper lip raise he's doing?
Disgust.
Is that the disgust?
Yeah,
He does that a lot.
a lot.
I mean, I've spoken to Gracie, but I mean, she doesn't talk. So.
And he's shown us about 3 times very long eye blinks.
My daughter,
He's, trying to, shaking like he's scared.
That's all I'm really worried about.
It
my
adds
daughter.
the drama.
We interpret it as a sign that he's spending more time thinking about what he's saying or going to say next than the situation is requiring.
Did you kill your wife, Anna? I haven't harmed my wife or my daughter. I haven't harmed either of them.
His answer is intriguing. For a start, there's a pause. There's not an immediate response. Second of all, he doesn't actually answer it. He doesn't say, no, I didn't kill her. He actually says, I didn't hurt my wife or my daughter.
Yeah. Instead of it's hard for them to say many times the person's name that is missing, if they had some involvement in it, if they did something. They didn't say I didn't, like he didn't say I didn't kill my daughter. He said I didn't harm my daughter. It's how it's perceived through their mind as well. It's kind of like saying buying a used car or a pre-owned car. Which one sounds better? Pre-owned, right? It's easier. It sounds better. You have a pre-owned car rather than a used car, right? So it's hard for them to say. One thing I notice is you don't hear, now after this you might start hearing it if they do any more interviews, Edgar and KK, particularly KK, doesn't say Sebastian very often.
And that's what you find even in the most determined liars, is that they avoid telling the truth rather than actually lying.
So when he says I didn't hurt them, in his mind, he didn't hurt them. He killed them, but he didn't hurt them.
Yes.
My goodness.
So what do our experts make of the case that so divided Australians? Chappelle Corby was convicted of smuggling 4.1 kilograms of marijuana into Bali, but has always maintained her innocence.
You weren't just being naive and silly and thinking, I'll give it a shot.
No. Not if I can get the death penalty. Not if I can be in here for 20 years and never have a baby. I am innocent.
No, I don't think it's a clear-cut one. one way or the other.
While Dr. Ekman couldn't call it, Professor Cantor was convinced.
Is that your boogie board? And yeah, I'm so excited. You know, I'm having a holiday. I hadn't been here for 4 years. And I've gone, no, it's mine. And I've picked it up and I've put it on the counter.
I think there's an awful lot of what she says in that account that would tick boxes in terms of genuineness.
I don't know what it was, but
The simple point is that in order to invent, you have to provide details, and therefore, if you're not giving a lot of details, there's less likelihood that it's genuine. She actually says what she was thinking about at the time.
And then they came to me and said it's marijuana. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can smell it's marijuana, but it's not mine. This is my bag, and this is not mine.
She actually gives gestures of what she did at the time. She has very immediate reactions to questions about what other people present were doing that would actually be quite sophisticated to invent.
It can happen to anyone, and it's happened to me.
That would support the notion that what she said is truthful.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with him on that. I think she's way too detailed, in my opinion. I did not inhale. It's definitely hers. I don't agree with him on that. So I think that is a very, very interesting. I'm glad it didn't cut me off there. I don't think she is Maurice. I don't think she is. It was very divided, though. It still is very divided, though. Look, we got two Aussies in here disagreeing. See? You've inhaled, Jilly. Oh, Jilly inhaled. Justin, I think Shepard was set up by her family. She could have been. She could have been, but I think she knew. Right. I think she knew about it personally, but I don't think she should have got that big. The laws there are insane, right? Like, isn't it like death or something? I did not have relations with that woman. Maybe didn't inhale that cigar. Who needs to apologize? Oh, Luna, no, honey. You're fine. There is no. Yeah. I'm not mad in any way, shape, or form, but I was just gonna, yeah, I was just going to explain my part since I wasn't able to explain it anyways. Yeah, like in what is it? What country is it? Where was that at? Somewhere in South Asia. Indonesia. Indonesia and it's on the end of my tongue. Yeah, but Indonesia and Singapore. Singapore has the strictest laws for anything like that. Anything like that. No, Luna, not at all. I have my mods, some of my, mods we share still. Yeah, there's nothing like that, Luna. Nothing at all. So don't ever feel like that at all. Promise on everything. Said Bally in the video. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, Singapore, they have really, really, really strict laws as well on that. So yeah, let me see if I have anything else here to talk about. Let me see. Uh-oh. Am I still here? Can y'all see me? Hello? Can y'all see me still? Shoot. 1 second, y'all. So sorry about that. My StreamYard, it's sad when they start charging you double and the service gets crappier. It's really bad. So yeah. I need to watch what the mob crew talked about this evening. I know that he showed one thing about KK being in the neighborhood, but that's all I know. Hey, Lady for Justice, a full video and live right now. What, Shannon? It's terrible. Hindsight had a good one. Here, let me pull up Hindsight and see. We love our Hindsight and War. Hindsight 2002. Baby Hindsight. Allegedly, the more you see, the more you should say. Is that the one? You're talking. Now, hey, Sense of Soul, good to see you. Tropicana, Night Grace, Kathy B, Royal Blue. Now, I will say, what? Okay, it's working now. Okay, good. That I personally don't think that. Again, this is just me personally. I don't feel like anything related to Texas has anything to do with Sebastian's disappearance, other than Anne Elizabeth, if she wants to talk to me, she's welcome to reach out to me. Um, you know, I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I wonder why Dog and Team continue to post. I don't know, Sense of Soul. Yeah, I think she, sometimes getting too, everyone needs a break, and any YouTuber that is honest, we all have our highs and our lows in our YouTube career, and we all get somewhat burnt out sometimes. Uh, yeah, and sometimes you need a break. Yeah, well, I'm, I I was not at all rude to her today. And I don't do the drama or anything. And I'm just not gonna. I said what I said. I stand where I stand. I'm not mad at her, but you blocked me, or someone did. She has a lot of people blocked that she says doesn't support her. Well, they can't support her if she's blocked. And I think she jumps the gun a lot of times on things, and I sit where I sit. Period. Yeah. She kept asking me a bunch of questions and stuff, and I answered what I could and I kept answering, but I was blocked. So I tried to sign in with my other sign in, and if you wasn't subscribed for 6 weeks, you couldn't literally 6 weeks, you couldn't speak. So anyway, I mean, she has had, respectfully, more breakdowns than Mariah Carey. Like, she's a very sensitive soul. And I think Julie can be hilarious. Absolutely hilarious at times. But she's got this hard on for this big conspiracy of corruption, and like Tony is and you seen Seth even before I even spoke to her. Seth had this out today. And that's true too. So, it's well, she can think that, but she said that I sent Smiley and everybody in there. I was volunteering for my church. So, hardly. Well, 90% of her chat today was telling her she was out of line. Literally, 90% of her chat today. So, anyway, please don't mention her anymore in this live. Onward and upward. I usually address things one time, and I maybe once a year do something like that. Maybe. And I won't address it again. I won't address it again. So, if you have an issue, email me, text me, and that's it. I'm honest to God, I'm not mad at her. I'm really not. But I think she's creating things that's unneeded. You know what I mean? That's just unneeded. And I'm just saying, like, if Seth supports law enforcement, I certainly do as well. And that's it. So, respectfully, I just ask that if you feel like you need to speak about it, text me, email me. I'll speak to you there, but I won't speak about it live anymore. And that's that. She can talk about it till the day of judgment, or she can move on and not speak about it again. That's fine. I'm not here to speak ill or anything. So thank you for your cooperation, I guess. I don't know what else to say. It's, yeah, onward and upward. Our friend Hindsight 2002 did a good video, people are saying. Thank you, lovely. A dark blue SUV drives slowly past Texas Roadhouse. It was 18/11/06 on 220. I don't know about the music. This is the dark blue SUV. That's a Jeep. It's definitely a Jeep. Wouldn't you agree? Let me make that bigger for y'all so you can see. We all love Hindsight. That's a Jeep for sure. It's a black Jeep, black on black. And it's got the tire on the back. Do they still make the Wranglers? Yes. If we get to 1,000 thumbs up, we have a shuckin' party. It's a black Jeep. Yes, I think we can all agree on that one for sure. That one's not hard. Thank you, soldier. Okay. 18/11/06. All right. Now, what does this say? The SUV pulled into the adjacent parking lot and it then parked. Two men get out and go through the bushes. They enter Texas Roadhouse. Okay. Pulling in. Looks like they're backing up a little. Yep, backing up. Okay. Okay, you can see a man get out right here. You can see two men. I think. Maybe one. Or two. Okay. Okay, yep, two. Okay. They're crossing. Oops, what did I do? There we go. This isn't new footage, but this is something that she has noticed apparently. Okay. Still at the same thing. Okay. Okay. The two men look around and then walk up to the bar where pink shirt woman is sitting. She looks over at them, then they leave after having spent just 1 minute and 33 seconds inside. Hmm. Okay, so they go there and so did the woman leave with them? I agree, Kelsey. But what I do respect about hindsight and war is they pay attention to every single detail. And I really respect that. I can tell you, I can't tell you how I can tell you, but I can tell you that Texas has nothing to do with anything at all. You can believe me or not. That's fine either way. But it has nothing to do with it. Yes, Luna. It could have been. Could have been. At 1906, I don't know why, Brandy. I don't know why. I didn't know he was, to be honest with you. I mean, I think in the beginning, a lot of us thought, the way Sebastian looked at that person and the person waves, and KK is down there with that other person, and it certainly looked like they were transferring something. But authorities said the person, could barely, from what I understand, even take care of themselves. Do you think it's true that CP and KP were nervous about the text? No, I don't think they were I don't think they were nervous at all. I think KK was mad. People's like, and this is a lot of what people tell me. They're like, well, why did KK go down there and demand the footage or whatever like that? I think it was the point that she didn't think it should be out. I do the thing that I do think is relevant, the only thing that I think is relevant in that video is KK and Sebastian. Do we know for sure she did that though, Justin? Did what, my dear? And that is, I think the conversation between the two is off. I don't think that they were having a fun time, in my opinion. And I feel like they were having some sort of conversation, because he's like this, and you can tell it. KK's like this. Katie looks for their direction. I don't know if she's looking in specifically their direction. I think, if anything, this is just my opinion, just mine. I'm one of 7 billion people on the planet. But I think if she was looking for anybody, it was perhaps Edgar, because I believe, in my opinion, they were fighting that day. I absolutely think there was, and of course, law enforcement's going to know that. Was she? She looked around. Sebastian even looked around. But sometimes I think we, as humans, that we don't know the full story, I think we can overanalyze everything and be like, "Oh, that's suspicious. Oh, which many times it is. But I also think many times we don't know exactly what we're just overanalyzing it to an extent. You know what I mean? Um, you know, I think, when she says, or when Edgar said that she took a picture of the food that Sebastian was eating, something that he don't normally eat, and was eating his plate. I don't believe that was it. Personally, I don't believe that was it. I believe there the photo really bothers me. The photo does really bother me. It still bothers me because they act like Sebastian, that's all he did was eat. Oh, thank you so much, Summer's Army. Thank you so much, my dear. You doing okay, honey? Hope you're okay. Much love to you. Appreciate you. You can see her sending a lot of texts, but she didn't receive one back. You don't think? I think if it was anything, it was Edgar texting, "What, are you out with some dude right now?" or whatever, you know what I mean? And she sends a picture of Sebastian. "No, I'm with Sebastian, my son." If it had nothing to do with any sort of bruise or anything like that, I think they were just arguing like cats and dogs that day. From what I have been told, that has been told to me, that there was allegedly a big blow up that day. Just when I did miss the Prego rumor, man, that extent. Justin, when did I miss the Prego rumor? Man, that extent some go to. Oh, honey, listen, and all of these cases like this, they always say someone's pregnant. It's ridiculous. People make up the most crazy stuff. It's insane. But why take the weird one where she holds it? I don't think she wanted. I think Sebastian is a kid that asks questions. I think that's part of his personality, and I think he was like the type of kid, "Why are you taking a picture of me?" And what is she going to say? "I'm taking a picture for Edgar." to know that mom's not, allegedly banging the neighbor. It's interesting, Michelle. It is interesting. Sebastian is an observer. Yes. Yeah. He is. She tossed the damn menu. I know. That was so. And you can tell he's a good kid. You can absolutely tell he is a good kid. I do, Elisa. I do. I think Edgar I think he is a mass, mastic man, and it's him or no one. And with his previous wife, who was down in Guantanamo Bay, he said she allegedly cheated, and there's he allegedly got a storage building and put all of her stuff in it while she was down in Guantanamo Bay. So I think he can do it, and it's okay. But I think if she did it, it's not. That won't work for him. Probably Eileen. Why did KK go pick up the niece? Then they went in a bad place. Were they in a bad place? Was she trying to insert herself into the family? Was that normal for her to do the things for his family? That's a good question. Oh, I think he is. I mean, I think, I think they might. This is just, again, 1000% speculation. But I feel like perhaps they're done. I think they are allegedly together as roommates. That is something allegedly Edgar has did in the past as well. Broken up with alleged girlfriends, others that he, didn't marry, and lived as roommates. But I do think that they are on a front with the public. I think they have to. But I don't think that I think Edgar had this plan in his head that we're going to buy this house. I'm going to get my daughter. Sebastian's going to go. He says he didn't want, there were reasons why he didn't want Sebastian around his daughter. I don't believe that. That's exactly right, Elisa. I don't believe that. I think it's just uncomfortable for him to say he didn't want him there. Hey, Beth. Bubbly Beth. Good to see you, honey. It's too dark in the foliages. Yeah. So, and I think Edgar was the middleman between KK and Seth. And to be honest with you, I think he was sort of manipulating them both to get what he wanted, in my opinion, to get what he wanted, which was Sebastian out and to KK to take care of his daughter. And everyone listened to Edgar. You should have green hoodies skipping away in parking lot. Carrie reviews had footage. I don't know what you mean by that, Butterflies. I have the entire footage. I've had the entire footage for almost since it came out. I don't know what you mean. I think there may have been reasons based upon a Lafayette behavior that even his dad mentioned, but the therapy, those behaviors could have been managed. We don't know what happened behind closed doors. You're right, Lafayette. There's, how can I say this? I can just say this, and I have the best source possible on this. That's all I can say about that. But there's no reason that Sebastian has ever, done. I don't understand why Edgar did not want Sebastian around his daughter. Mom has a very good point. Think back to KP recording Nina at the airport on December 27th for the child exchange, and CP was not there. Yeah, that's exactly right. Can you imagine? Oh my. Imagine marrying a man who, this is his 5th marriage, no surprise. And before he moves in with you, he says, you need to stop smoking, which, that can be a deal breaker, but, you make that before you really start dating him really serious, let alone before moving them in. And you need to get rid of the cats, your autistic child's cats, who is his favorite animal. And then you move in, something horrible happens to Sebastian under their roof. And then it just continues to get worse over the years. And he throws Sebastian's other animals out, the snakes, other dogs, his belongings in his room. And then he wants Sebastian out. And then he says, I don't want your child around my child. By the way, I want full custody of her. and I want your child out, and then I want you to take care of my child full time. You are smoking something. You are smoking something. That's it, Elisa. Exactly, girl mom. Imagine how that made Sebastian feel. Everything he had in that house, in my opinion, was taken from him sooner or later. Or was bartered. Good night, Luna. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. And the thing about it is I don't even think Edgar can see it. I really don't think. I don't even think Edgar can see his ways, to be quite honest with you. Because he bragged about it. He gave parenting advice on Smileys that if they don't clean their room the way you want them to, not take their stuff for a day or a few days or a week. No, humiliate them, take their stuff, bag it up, and make them take it to the trash. That's humiliation. And it's just unreal. It's just unreal. Whack. Got him. Yeah. There's one interview where Edgar kind of mentions, he's like, we, some of us had, childhoods are not the best childhoods. He said, believe me. Yep, it's on Terry Lynn. Okay. I can't imagine. And again, whatever Edgar went through as a child, I have a lot of compassion for, because children, no matter who they are, don't deserve that, because they turn into be really, they repeat the cycle or become worse. Not always. A lot of, some people break the cycle, but it's mostly repeated, unfortunately. No, it wasn't. It wasn't his job. What makes me the most sad is that he was trying to use his voice to tell someone. I know, sense of soul. And that's the thing. That's the thing that really bothers me. Is he tried and he tried and he tried. I can't even think about it too much, to be honest with you. Because really, the only advocate that he had, because again, I believe he didn't tell Seth because again, he had to be with those two 95% of the time, 90% of the time. And you got to go back to that house when you're there 90% of the time. And it's bad. So the only advocate he had other was really himself and the teachers, the staff. Let me tell you something. The teachers are incredible. They're incredible. His teachers were incredible. They're incredible people. And I know that they did everything that they could do. But still, I know that some of them feel like they still wish they could have done more, you know. But they could only do what they could do, and that was what they were obligated to do. And then it's up to CPS. You know what I mean? And I think he was failed miserably with CPS. One thing that always sticks with me is Sebastian thought he was going to get me in trouble by telling, he uses the word telling on me, telling on you. That's interesting wording. And then reporting me about something stupid. But he won't mention what the stupid thing was, what he says the stupid thing was. He thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. A 15-year-old has no idea that that can happen. But remember, you won't even say where the hell you were. Just that I knew every friend at CPS does. She tell you how they handle he said, she said scenarios. Well, they do it depends on, from what I understand, it depends what it is, but they do a home plan, and you know, if they usually, you know, interview the child as well. And it depends on what the claim is, really, as well. If it's, you know, if there is, you know, abuse of some sort, depending on what kind of abuse, if it's physical abuse, you know, there has to be, and it depends on the state as well. There's a lot of scenarios as well, but there needs to be something to make it founded, which is is there bruising that in places, multiple places, that kind of thing. I believe, Kelsey, because they KK and Seth had an arrangement in California, and I believe when he moved here to Tennessee, they just kept that same arrangement, and I believe they just told CPS that his dad was not in his life. That way, Seth wouldn't be notified. And I can also tell you 100%. For instance, whenever that happened to Sebastian in California, Nina was not notified, because anything that happens to any other child or any other changes or something happens within the home, legally, he has to notify the court that some sort of abuse happened in the home because of the contentious custody. And Nina was never notified that Sebastian was abused in their home. That is not alleged. I'm not going to say alleged on that. The record will reflect that. There needs to be a federal law. You're right, that they can all communicate. There sure does. Because that right there would save so many lives, that law right there. Now, if they never let Nina know that someone was abused in the home, the way Sebastian was abused by that other person, the minor that they let in the home, why would they, in my opinion, let Seth know that there had been alleged 5 or more calls in the past 14 months? It just repeats itself. It's just a cycle. That's what it is. Trust me, she can't either. I agree with the truth, please. Hopefully, once this is all said and done, we can do a Sebastian's Law. Hopefully. Guys, thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you. You guys are amazing. My beautiful girls. It really is bad actors. You're exactly right. It is appalling. We're in 2025. It's crazy. I love you all. I appreciate you all more than you may ever know. I really do. Was trying to do that long. Yeah. Yes, I need to talk to Nana about that. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you. It's been a little bit of a day. I know I do apologize sorta with the live earlier, but I did feel like it needed addressed. It's something that I don't normally talk about or anything, but I hope you understand. No anger, nothing like that. So, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be here, Lord willing, twice tomorrow. Thank you guys. Much love, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. God bless. Thank you all.